Hey guys, Chris from SoloPro here, and this week on the SoloProneur SPIRIT podcast, we are talking about passion, because it's always in fashion, and not just at the Copacabana. You're welcome for the earworm. I'm talking about passion in your business, passion in what you do. Specifically today, we're going to be talking about how do you find and identify those passions. That's coming up on this episode of the SoloProneur SPIRIT podcast. Passion. Now, you've probably heard a lot of coaches and motivational speakers say, hey, look, if you find your passion and you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Yeah, I'm not so sure that's true, because even when you're doing what you love, there's still days you'd rather forget. But what's right about that is that you do need to identify what you love, because if you are doing something that you love, you have a lot more energy to sustain it and to keep it going. Now, some of you are like, Chris, I know what my passions are. But other ones of you are like, I'm not really sure what those passions are. Well, look, for both of you, listen up, because it's important, even if you know what your passions are, to every now and then revisit it. Find out maybe you're not as passionate about something as you used to be. Passions change. Or maybe you'll discover something new, something you're curious about that can then turn into a passion. So here are 3 great ways to identify your passions, whether you know them or not. The first one seems simple. What charges you up? What gets you energetic? What activity can you do for a long period of time to the point where it should physically exhaust you, but yet you still feel energized by it? That's really important. Like for me, one of my passions is hiking. I love to go out and hike. I can go do a long hike and just be absolutely physically exhausted, sore, cranky, hungry, whatever. Yet when I get done that hike, still my mind is alert, creative, and wanting to do things. It charges me up. Physically wears me out, but mentally and emotionally charges me up. So what kind of things do that for you? Again, it could be something physical like hiking or running or swimming in the ocean, mountain climbing, biking. It could be something physical along those realms. But it could also be other activities you do. It could be creative endeavors, whether that's writing or creating a podcast or creating a video. It could be interaction, socialization, whether that's through online chats, whether that's through Zooms, whether that's going out and talking to people in the community, being part of groups that are chattering back and forth, getting on the Nextdoor app and writing some of the craziest stuff. You know what I'm saying? There are things that can charge you up as well, socializing. But I want you to think about those activities and even some work-related activities that you can do. Again, it could be helping people, or it could be tech, writing a program, things that really stimulate you and get you moving. And write those down. We're going to actually do an exercise where I want you to take a piece of paper, or you can do a Word document because I hate writing with my hand. Make 3 columns. And in the first column, I want you to write these things down that you've identified that you feel like really charge you up. Now, the second way to look at it is this. Go to your social media. What? What do you mean go to your social media? Go to your social media and see what it is you like best on there. What accounts are you following? What videos do you tend to spend longer on? What's the topic of those videos? What ones do you need to go and check every day because you just got to see what's happening and what's new? For me, I scroll through there and I find stuff on history. I find stuff on audio production. I even find stuff on pilots that like to fly. Now, I don't fly, but that might be a budding passion of mine. I'd maybe like to do that someday. I find myself really focusing on those videos and wanting to absorb more. Well, in doing that, you're kind of identifying things that could possibly charge you up and be potential passions. Now, the third way, this one is really off the wall, and some of you are going to push back against it, but I don't care. It's my show. Think about the things that your family and friends ask you to do for them. What are they always coming to you saying, can I get your advice on this? Or can you help me with this? Or could you do this for me? Because I just love the way you do it. Identifying those activities could be because your family and friends have identified things that they know you're particularly good at. And maybe when you do it for them, you either go overboard, or you have a smile on your face, or you seem to really enjoy it. Those are good ways of looking for things that maybe you didn't realize was a passion, but you enjoy doing. In my case, there's been several times where we've had family events where I've been asked to put together, some videos and some pictures into sort of a slideshow presentation. And I've enjoyed doing it. I go the extra mile. I'm adding the graphics and the transitions and the music and really trying to make it an impact because I enjoy putting the video together. So look for things like that, things that your family and friends ask you to do. Maybe it's to fix your car. I don't know. Maybe it's to go out and help them with gardening or to help them with plants, things that you know a lot about and that you like doing. And again, just like we did with the first one, and we should have done with the second one, write those down in the column. So the first one, write down those things that charge you up. In the second column, write down those topics that you seem to be attracted to in social media. And in the third column, write down those activities, those things that your family and friends always ask you to do for them, help them with, or consult with them on. Now we're going to take that piece of paper and we're going to go through that and try to use that to identify potential businesses that we could do related to our passion. But also, I'm going to give you a story behind an entrepreneur or solopreneur who had a passion and turned that into a business. So we're going to have that coming up actually on the next episode. Hey guys, in the meantime, don't forget to go over and you want to subscribe to SoloProneur Spirit. You want to, get with SoloPro on Facebook, on LinkedIn. You can find links to the SoloProneur Spirit podcast over on the SoloPro Network website at gosolopro.com/network. Hey guys, let's go out there. Let's find those passions and see if we can't turn them into reality. Hey guys, have a great day.